Hello, friends! All people of the world can be divided into two categories. Some believe in the existence of ghosts, while others believe ghosts don't exist and it's just nonsense. Nevertheless, in almost every city on our planet, there is a house that people fear and try to avoid. We do not know if there are ghosts in them, or whether they exist at all, but we simply cannot ignore the numerous rumors, stories, and mysteries behind them. So today, we're going to talk about the 5 most haunted houses in the world. Get ready to get scared and let's get it on. Winchester Mystery House, San Jose, California. Oliver Fisher Winchester is famous because his company introduced rifles and shotguns to the world. At first, guns were wildly popular in the USA, and then the demand spread to the whole world. However, have you ever thought about the incredible number of people who have died because of these weapons? Sarah Winchester, the widow of the son of the inventor of the famous rifle, thought about it. Moreover, the woman is sure that all the misfortunes of her life, the death of her daughter and the early death of her husband, happened precisely because of the ghosts who wanted to take revenge on the family of the creator of these infamous weapons. Wanting to escape from further problems, Sarah, on the advice of a medium, built a house that can be considered a real maze. Numerous dead ends, turnouts, intersections, fake doors, and stairs leading to the ceiling. Sarah built it all by herself, without professional help, hoping to confuse the ghosts so that they could never get to her. Today, the house became a tourist attraction, and it is believed that the ghosts are still wandering in the maze and cannot get out. The Whaley House, San Diego, California. The first thing you should know about this house is that it was built on the site of an old cemetery. For most people, this fact alone is enough to get scared and decide not to go inside under any circumstances. However, the Whaley House has a much richer and more horrible story. The world found out about it in 2005, when Life magazine called it the most haunted house in America. The house was built in 1857. And over the years, 3 people died inside, but that's not all. Today, the people who visit the house say that you can hear different sounds in the empty rooms, like knocks and footsteps, as if someone were living there. Perhaps the deceased owners of the house, Thomas and Anna Whaley, or James Yankee Jim Robinson, who was hanged in one of the rooms for trying to steal a boat. It's hard to say. The Sally House, Atchison, Kansas. If you happen to drive past this house, most likely you will not even pay attention to it, because on the outside, the Sally House is practically no different from other houses in the area. The house is like any other. What's so special about it? As you might have guessed, we added it to our list for a very good reason. Once upon a time, the house belonged to a doctor. The second floor was residential, and the first floor was divided into several operating rooms. A girl named Sally died here, and the house is now named after her. In 1993, a young couple rented the house, but they didn't live long in the house. The dog was constantly gnawing at nothing. For no apparent reason, things caught on fire. The last nail in the coffin, so to speak, were the scratches that appeared on the owner's chest and stomach just like that, although nobody touched him. At least, not a living creature. Villisca Axe Murder House, Iowa. The events that took place in this house on June 10, 1912, are now known as the Villisca Axe Murders. One of the city's richest men, Josiah Moore, as well as his wife and 4 children, were killed in their own home while they were sleeping. 2 friends of Moore's wife, who stayed overnight, were also killed. Someone used an axe to take their lives, but weirdly, not a single thing from the house was gone. It was impossible to find the killer, if there was one at all. Today, the Moore House is famous for being haunted by ghosts. The building can be visited as a museum, and the bravest can even spend the night in the rooms. Myrtle's Plantation, St. Francisville, Louisiana. There are not many houses in which people really manage to get caught on camera a ghost or something similar. The last place on our list, known as Myrtle's Plantation, is one of them. Moreover, this house is on the list of the most famous haunted houses in the United States. The story begins with a slave named Chloe. One day, the owner caught her listening at the keyhole and punished her with cruelty. Wanting revenge, Chloe gave him a poisoned cake, but by mistake, his wife and kids ate it. The man was so angry because of the situation that he brutally disposed of a huge number of slaves. All those who aroused the slightest suspicion became victims of his wrath. Interestingly enough, Chloe was not among the victims, but she did not survive either. The angry slaves found out that she had poisoned the cake and dealt with Chloe. Since then, her ghost has been haunting the plantation, attracting tourists and paranormal lovers from around the world. Do you have what it takes to visit one of these houses, or are you too scared? Tell us in the comments. Well, that's everything for today. See you soon!